The escalating violence against religious minorities in Bangladesh has triggered widespread international condemnation with urgent calls for action to protect these vulnerable communities. India, deeply concerned, has called on the interim government to take swift and decisive steps to ensure the safety of minorities. As tensions rise, India underscores that the future of bilateral cooperation between the two nations depends on Bangladesh's commitment to addressing these critical issues. Let's take a closer look at the situation.
The ongoing turmoil in Bangladesh has raised concerns about the country's trajectory under its interim government. Attacks on minority communities, including Hindus, Christians, and Buddhists, have drawn sharp criticism from human rights organizations. The desecration of cultural and religious sites has further strained the relationship between India and Bangladesh. For meaningful cooperation to continue, India has made it clear that Bangladesh must take immediate steps to protect minorities and address the rising tensions through dialogue and constructive measures. Recently, the foreign secretaries of India and Bangladesh met in Dhaka, marking the first such meeting since the ousting of former Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina in August. During the meeting, Indian Foreign Secretary Vikram Misri expressed concern over regrettable incidents of attacks on cultural and religious symbols, emphasizing that New Delhi expects a constructive approach from Dhaka to address these issues.
There is no reason why this mutually beneficial cooperation should not continue to deliver in the interests of both our peoples. And to that end, therefore, I have underlined today India's desire to work closely with the interim government of Bangladesh authorities. At the same time, we also had the opportunity to discuss certain recent developments and issues, and I conveyed our concerns, including those related to the safety and welfare of minorities. We also discussed some regrettable incidents of attacks on cultural, religious, and diplomatic properties. We expect overall a constructive approach on all these issues by the Bangladesh authorities, and we look forward to moving the relationship forward in a positive, forward-looking, and constructive direction.
The recent developments in Bangladesh have sparked outrage among the Hindu community worldwide, leading to widespread protests in countries where they have settled. In Toronto, Canada, a significant protest was staged outside the Bangladeshi consulate despite the harsh winter weather. Demonstrators, largely from the Hindu community, gathered to demand justice and better protection for Hindu and other minority groups in Bangladesh. The protesters raised powerful slogans and carried placards bearing messages against the current Bangladeshi government. The demonstration underscored the broader call for international action to address the rising tensions and violence faced by religious minorities in Bangladesh.
What's happening is in Bangladesh, they're genociding Hindus, they're assaulting our women, they're raping our children, they're doing whatever they can because the Hindus are in minority and they're trying to overrun the Hindu minorities. That's what they have done in Pakistan, they have done in Afghanistan, now they're trying to do in Bangladesh. We are here to support our brothers and sisters all over the world to unite and show our concern.
The Bangladeshi government's failure to protect its minority communities, particularly Hindus, Christians, and Buddhists, is a reflection of a deepening intolerance that threatens the nation's future. With increasing reports of violence, discrimination, and the destruction of sacred sites, critics accuse the government of allowing an atmosphere of persecution to thrive unchecked. While India's diplomatic efforts continue to push for a constructive resolution, the road to peace seems uncertain. Until Bangladesh's government takes concrete steps to stop the violence and protect its minorities, it remains to be seen whether relations between Bangladesh and its neighbors, as well as the global community, can ever fully recover.